Yeah, this is Black Light early in the morning, talking about Bro.Ben, young Pharaoh, Farrakhan, the F.O.I, and Seti. Starting with a young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh is a young prodigy by the way he thinks. But I question his heart, his agenda. Uh, it's many black, it's more black Muslims and Asian Muslims than it is Caucasian Muslims or so-called Arabs. And the Muslim countries, uh, they're not down with they're not down with America, but they're some of them are in the pocket or in the bed with America. But it's more Muslims in Africa and Asia, Malaysia, than it is so-called Arab Muslims. But even black, even black Africans enslaved the black man. So when you do your research, you'll see that uh, there were a few Moors. You say Moors, but just because you see what the white man wrote about uh, slavery, don't mean that was necessarily so. This is a tactic that the white man has been utilizing for centuries. For example, here in America, amongst the Native Americans, he would start a fight against one tribe against the other by using the feathers, because each tribe had different headdress made of feathers, and you could tell by what tribe it was by the feathers or by the arrows that they used. And the white man would dress up in Indian attire, or Native American attire, and leave and wipe out a whole village and leave evidence that it was one of the enemy tribes, and they would think it was the enemy tribe. All along it was the Caucasian. Uh, the Caucasian could put on a bow tie and carry himself like a F.O.I. and kill kill one of us, and they'll try to blame the F.O.I. So I think you know that, Pharaoh. So the first question, if I was Bro.Ben, would ask you is, why would you say that those things about Minister Farrakhan and Islam, period, knowing what kind of confusion it will start, don't make sense unless you're being paid to say that by a hidden hand, someone that's in the shadows, you know. Because the way you answered Bro.Ben was very tactful and very wise. It was a very tactful and wise way you answered Bro.Ben. Not like no young person. The way this whole thing came about was very, very scientific. And I know that, first of all, y'all heard of the bombings in Texas. 3 bombings. They believe it's race related. So stay tuned for the next segment. Black Light.